Education. What is education, and why is it so important? Nowadays, teenagers tend to spend most of their time in front of a book, studying, reading, or chasing excellent grades over spending time with their friends just so that they could get a hold of success in the future. Usually, most people would start their education at a very young age, starting from the age of 5. However, we do need to keep in mind that not everyone was given the same advantage to start so young. In this case, is it really possible to be able to get a hold of success in the future even after being absent in learning for years? Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good evening. My name is AIRISSA SURAYA BINTI RAHMAN. Today, I would like to share with you a favorite book of mine that has been in my heart for quite some time. This book was written by a powerful woman who only started learning at the age of 17. It is at this age where most people would have already become seniors by then, in which she held a book for the very first time. Introducing Educated by Tara Westover, based on a true story. Educated was released in 2018, catching the hearts of many who read. Even Michelle Obama herself has read and recommended the book to society. Really showed how successful the release was. To begin, Tara Westover was born in the 1980s and raised in the mountains of Idaho. Being the youngest out of 7, she had learned to survivalists at a very young age by salvaging in her father's junkyard. Quite however though, a thing that separates her from the rest of the world is that her parents has never believed in doctors, hospitals, or public schools. Anything that was government-oriented was always said to be a hoax. Knowing this, whenever accidents were to happen, which would occur naturally, like bruises, cuts, or burns, it would always be treated with herbalism, which Tara brewed herself from her mother. Tara and her older siblings were so isolated from the rest of the world to the point where no one was there to ensure the kids had proper education. Knowing this, lacking in any proper education whatsoever, Tara has decided to educate herself. At 17, she bought an ACT study guide so she could sit for the college entrance exam. When she didn't know algebra, she would buy an algebra book and teach herself algebra. And that was how dedicated she was to finally make a change in her life. It is on her first day of college in which she set foot in a classroom for the very first time. Her quest for knowledge transformed her, taking her over oceans and across continents, from Harvard and to Cambridge. That is when she realized it has been 10 whole years. 10 years since she started as a 17-year-old freshman. Tara Westover has now become Dr. Westover, earning a PhD in history. Tara's story is inspiring. She was an underdog. She learned to build herself up and escape from her emotional bonds with her family. And from the story, we learned that Tara came from nothing, but eventually made herself into something. She didn't get education, instead, she educated herself. And in turn, I have also been educated, and I hope you did too. That is all from me. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again.